about what is happening?
I would wish to...
Ministry of Education officials led by Minister Muyingo has this Wednesday appeared before the Education Committee to respond to a petition by Pre-Primary Teachers Training Institutions Association proposing that government owns nursery education, which is right now being run by the private sector. The petitioners have proposed that government establish training institutions for nursery teachers, assesses them, employ and establish nursery schools in all government-aided primary schools. However, the Ministry of Education officials, while appearing before the Education Committee, maintains that the current National Teachers Policy 2019 puts the nursery education in the hands of private sector.
We are committed as government to ensure that early childhood education is provided to everybody. We are committed as resources allow. And we feel as government that the best should be given to our children in school as resources allow.
It really places early childhood in the private sector. That does not mean that as a ministry we do not remain with the oversight and regulatory role. However, that role requires resources. And the resources are not sufficient, as you will hear from the Commissioner.
The Division of Pre-Primary Education is grossly understaffed to execute whatever we've been talking about here. It only has 4 officers: Assistant Commissioner, Principal Education Officer, Senior Education Officer, and Education Officer. That's the staffing of that division.
The response did not go well with the legislators and criticized the Ministry of Education officials for running away from responsibility.
Dr. Muyingo and your team, handsome as you are and beautiful as you are, the answer here is not about enforcing things that are not going to happen. Teaching is not about, yes, qualification is there, but you people, you don't have even colleges that are teaching nursery teachers. Show them to us. Even your document here betrays you, that you have a component, meaning you just have a small component in government schools. But nursery teaching is beyond that. It's beyond that. Show us your colleges.
Try to refer to the
document. Mr. Chairman, I feel like I feel like crying. These people have killed education, but they come here. These people should be cast before God.
Why didn't you wait to bring up that structure that will handle examinations before you make pronouncements and punish everybody? I want to interest the Minister of Education on the extortion happening. When these teachers come to you, to the ministry for direction on a body to do assessment, the Ministry of Education refers them to Makerere University. And the Makerere University, there is a stall where they are charged 300,000 plus for every student. UBTEB charges only 59,000. Now, the ministry wants this kind of extortion to continue indefinitely as you bring your work in progress. We are planning. We shouldn't allow this in our country.
The MPs were also against the idea by the ministry to set bachelors as a minimum requirement for teachers, including nursery teachers that they say are not paid and trained by government.
They are not employed in our schools to do that job, and they have the knowledge. We have not utilized them yet, and we believe we can utilize those ones with the degrees. In that case, Honorable Minister, which part of Uganda are we going to sell to get all that amount of money to pay our people who will be teaching our children in nursery schools when we have failed to pay scientists?
Philip Aguta for UBC News at Parliament.
Very disappointed because the issues